Thank you. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Hornets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think the Nets, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Garland is out there with the Okoro. And it's Osman in at the small forward. And for the Nets, the small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Aldridge in at center.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Now, here's Okoro. Pass to Allen. Dishes to Garland. Driving the lane. Allen kicks to Garland. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Brooklyn. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Irving with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
Here's Garland. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. 5 to shoot. Allen, a screen on Irving. Here's Okoro. And another miss by Cleveland. Stolen by Allen, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jarrett Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch, and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
On the pass to KD. A shot off that time, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited, with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
Outside, Simmons. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Drummond's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kevin Love's checked in for Jarrett Allen. Markkanen comes in for Mobley. Karis LeVert's checked in for Cedi Osman. And it's Colin Sexton in for Okoro.
And that's all about the quick first step of Karis LeVert. He gets to the rack in no time.
Right side, Irving. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Garland. Here he goes. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Irving drives in. And Drummond throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Garland looking it over. Pass to LeVert. From about 16. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Irving can't hit.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Garland, the shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Irving drives in and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His first foul.
It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, how about the speed at which Kyrie Irving comes at you on the drive? This is why he's able to draw so many fouls.
2 shots.
Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Seth Curry in for Harris. Yeah, the step back. And Curry pulls it down. Outside Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Bang. Your Brooklyn Nets.
And Kevin Durant able to get his shot anytime he wants. But he...
This league is not one-on-one defense, so it's a team defense. And, the best defenders, the reason why they're the best defenders is because they got 4 guys behind them that's going to help them and that they trust. So, I think that's what makes us good when we do that.
I agree. Well, if they're locking teams up, they're awfully hard to stop.
And KD, with his length, probably underrated as far as his defensive impact.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. Okoro out there with Sexton. And it's Osman in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Sexton with a screen on Simmons. Okoro passes to Sexton. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Simmons finds KD. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Mobley. Now the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Brooklyn. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, Colin Sexton working this shot into his basketball game, such a critical aspect for him to have.
The drive by Simmons. Outside Irving. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And the Nets with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Irving kicks to Durant. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
This offense just continues to impress.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Osman, guarded by Harris. Back to Osman. Allen, a screen on Harris. Here's Osman. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Okoro passes to Osman. Sexton against Harris. With the teardrop, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Osman, the pass to Mobley, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Drummond. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Joe Harris. And Curry subbed in for Irving. And stolen by Love. 4-on-3 break. Here's LeVert. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Then you can see the willingness of Caris LeVert to get out in transition and create opportunity.
Durant inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. That one goes. Count it. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Mobley kicks to LeVert. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Brooklyn leading by 12. 17 seconds left in the first half. Durant, the pass to Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to LeVert. Launches a three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome. First up, let's look at the two guys who are each leading their respective teams through the first half.
It's like a supernova colliding. I mean, fans love these star matchups. Always the potential for a huge play. They draw so much attention, it frees up the rest of the team. Oh, and the momentum can change in a heartbeat with these guys on the floor.
And now back to that first half. As for the job Kyrie Irving did, pretty astounding stuff.
So far, he's been totally in the zone offensively. Defenders haven't been able to throw him off balance or stop him from getting anywhere he wants to go on the floor. As long as he can stay this locked in, he's going to be trouble on that end of the floor.
That's going to do it for us here at the half. Shaq, any last thoughts?
Well, early I'm thinking about a nap. Man, that's the only thing you ever think about, man. Come on, big fella.
Well, always smart to keep a good work-sleep balance, I've always said. Shaq, work, sleep, a little of both. Work, sleep.
I'm selling since 1989. What'd you say?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Aldridge in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Out to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, go ahead and get up, Kevin Durant, former MVP, punching it home.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
The kick out to Aldridge. Pass to KD. Back to Aldridge. And he finishes nicely on the way. And the Nets lead by 16.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that Mobile 1 block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And your Brooklyn Nets.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And Cleveland also making a change. Sexton, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And stolen by Sexton. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. No good off the back of the rim.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Mills passes to Claxton. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Outside Dragic. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got his first points in this one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Dragic against Sexton. Wound up there for Allen.
Well, Coro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Going inside. Mills can't hit. And so Allen will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 14. The pass to Mobley.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Rebound in Brooklyn. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Mobley. And it's Drummond missing. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Pass to Garland. Kicks to Sexton. From the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Dragic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Garland kicks to Okoro. To the middle. Here's Allen. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Dragic. Drives to the hoop. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dragic has got his second basket of the game.
What balance there from Dragic. He's terrific at fending off the defense and focusing on the rim.
Garland with the bucket.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
It's Dragic with the drive, and it's sent back by Allen. Garland dishes to Sexton. Back to Garland. Shot, high post, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, we know that injury ended Darius Garland's college career right at its infancy. But this guy smartly used his recovery time to focus on getting ready for the NBA. And boy, he's proven he can be a gifted player.
Both free throws good from Garland.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
Give it everything we got.
Here's Simmons. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Garland. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Osman in at the 3 spot. Garland against Simmons. Outside Garland. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Osman. Cans the shot from the wing.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Irving looking over the floor. Markkanen pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's LeVert. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, Caris LeVert really delivers exactly what you want from a guy at his position, which is points.
Right. For Caris, it's about capitalizing on every opportunity the defense gives you. He's got enough range to complement an elite driving game. This is a guy who can get you a bucket when you need it.
The Nets making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Thanks, David.
There seems to me to be a quiet toughness to Kevin Durant. This is a guy who makes his own decisions, shuts out the noise, and is willing to embrace change.
Here's the floater. Garland, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Drummond passes to Irving. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Picked by Markkanen. Here's Osman. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. LeVert against KD. It's Drummond, high post. no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And Garland has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Irving against LeVert. Irving can't get it to go. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 15-point game. LeVert kicks to Garland. Markkanen down low. KD's on him. Markkanen can't get it to go. KD with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Outside Irving. Back to Durant. Shoots over LeVert. Shots good by Durant. KD's got 4 this quarter.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Okoro, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Osman, the pass to Garland. Now, here's Okoro, covered by Irving. Okoro kicks to Garland. And they recover it. Passes it to Okoro. And he makes good on the layup.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can...
The previous play is under
original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Allen outside. Here's Osman, guarded by Harris. And that one's good. Osman.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Irving passes to Drummond. Stolen by Okoro. Down low. Here's Allen. The rebound by KD. And the Nets with possession here. They led by as many as 18 points. No good, but he's still shooting 75%, 6 of 8 from the floor. Okoro with it, guarded now by Irving. And it's Osman missing. KD looking around. Over Mobley. KD finds Harris. KD on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And they double up Simmons. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Cleveland ball. Cavalier substitution. Kevin Love. Lauri Markkanen. Caris LeVert.
Here's Sexton.
Colin Sexton.
Pass to LeVert from downtown. Doesn't go for him. And And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.